Good morning, everyone. This is YC. Today, I'm going to be making some peanut butter cookie bars, and I wanted to show you how I do mine. I'm going to start off by spraying a 9x13 pan. I've already done that. And you know, I like to use my beat up pan. So this is sprayed, and you start your oven preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to use that glass bowl so you can see what I'm doing. And right now, inside it, I have 2/3 cup of butter. And I'm going to add my sugars at this time. We have 1 1/4 cups of white sugar. Then we have 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And we can get this started, mashing it around with the butter. I'll bring you forward so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just cutting the butter in and out of the sugar. That's good. It has a great start. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a teaspoon of vanilla. And yes, it's the cheap kind. Okay, it's a teaspoon. Okay. And also, I'm going to be putting in my peanut butter. And that is 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. It wants to stick. I actually sprayed this so it would come out, but you know how peanut butter is. Might be why we like it. So ooey and gooey and scrumptious and good. Okay, and if you need to know what kind I used, this is the kind that I buy. It's the Skippy Natural. And we get a great big one because we have a big family. I buy this at Walmart. Okay. Let's stir this around a little bit. And you can take your butter out ahead of time at room temperature. And that will really help, I wouldn't go melting it for this particular recipe, but that's just, my opinion. You can try it. These are supposed to be kind of like a cookie, but a bar, turned into a bar. Okay, so see how we have it mixing. I'm going to go ahead at this time and add 3 eggs. So here's 1. 2. And 3. There we go. And we will stir these in now. You can hear the beep to my oven. That means it's preheated up to 350 degrees. And you can use dough hooks for this if you choose to. And so once you get it incorporated to a certain degree, you can go ahead and start putting in your dry ingredients. And that will be half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. Oops. And 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And I know a lot of you don't like that. Use almond flour. You can use almond flour. It comes from nuts, right? Just don't eat as many when you go to eat these. And this is 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder in this recipe. Here's 1. And let me get a half. If these want to cooperate with me. There we go. I just did it in here. Okay. I always got to get stuff on me. You know that. I'm not happy until I'm covered in flour. Okay. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and go over all of our ingredients. And we have, like I said, 2/3 cup of butter, 3/4 cup of peanut butter, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 1/4 cups of white sugar, 3 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and that is all your ingredients. And I will make sure I list it in the description for you, as you already know. And if you are new here, please comment, like, and subscribe so that I can give you all my recipes in the description, and then you'll always have them on hand. You won't have to write them down or anything like that. It'll already be done for you. So that's a good thing. See? And it looks like the color of peanut butter, doesn't it? Okay. I am going to use my spatula, and it just had peanut butter on it, so I'm not going to cry if I see a thing of peanut butter in my peanut butter cookie bar mix. I'm not going to go, oh, it's already peanut butter. Who cares? Okay. So, let's get that pan. And this is the hard part because this bowl is heavy, you know? You ever had a hard time hanging on to a heavy bowl? Gotta have muscles. It's 75 degrees in South Carolina right now. It's going up to 82, but honestly, that's like a cold front to us. I mean, I'm serious. It was like, what, up over 100 for days on end. So, yeah. And it went down. Yesterday evening, it went down to 73. I made sausage and cabbage and pierogies, and it went down to 73, and I was freezing. I couldn't get warm to save my soul. Anyway, that's the way it goes. Okay. And it's, you know, it's really, look, it's not that hard to spread in the pan, see? It spreads pretty easy. Actually, easier than my blonde brownies to spread, I have to say. And these will rise a little bit because remember I put baking powder in them. And I know you're thinking, didn't she already make something sweet this week? You know those cookies? They went like within an hour. I was like, I actually tasted one finally, and I was like, well, it's a good thing I did taste one eventually, because the next time I turned around, they were gone. And yes, some of them, my son said, were burnt around the edges, but if you turned them over, they were not. It was just like the very edges, because I let them in 1 minute too longer. Okay, anyway, there it is. And this is going to go in the oven for 28 to 32 minutes. I'm guessing, being what happened with my ginger snaps around the edges, I would guess I'll put this in for like 28 minutes, and I will show you what it looks like. Okay, everyone, the peanut butter cookie bars are out of the oven now, and you'll see how beautiful they are. It's still really hot. See? They turned out beautiful. And of course, it smells like peanut butter cookies in here. I'm going to let these cool just a smidgen. And I will cut some up, and I'll make sure that I use the picture for, the thumbnail, so you'll be able to see it on the front of this video. So I am glad that you came to visit me today to make these beautiful peanut butter cookie bars. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.